is Catherine Didam from a member of Kaduna State Women Mediation Network. I first heard of uh, women mediation from Clean Foundation, and my initial thoughts, were where was this leading to when they called us for a workshop. Uh, I was not too sure of what it was all going to be about, but as soon as it took off, it became so obvious that it was something that was going to be worth the while. My understanding of the objectives of this workshop is to bring women to the limelight and empower women so that they'll be able to come out and give a voice in governance, in security, and in everyday life affairs. The the components of the training were we got were very interesting, and they had to do with peace building, security, and empowering of women, bringing women to the limelight and making them relevant in the affairs of the state and the nation at large. Some of the challenges faced in implementing uh, mediation had to do with the fact that traditionally women have always been relegated to the background. But with this training, it opened up women, and even the traditional rulers came to realize that for a truth, if women are involved in peace building and the security challenges, will be a thing of the past. And to a large extent, these traditional rulers have accepted to involve women in their councils so that cases strictly for women that are handled by women are easily put to a stop from the beginning. And then about mediating any conflict, I didn't have to mediate any conflict so far on my own, maybe except for trying to calm down maybe on my street when it gets a little bit rough. And considering my age, I always tell them that what peace cannot give, fight will never bring about it. And then women involvement in peace building is very crucial. There's no two ways about it, that because the woman bears the child in her womb, and when she brings the child forth, it is from there the child begins to learn about society. So if the woman can talk about peace to her children right from the home, that will be reflected in the larger society. From the learning, from the teaching I got from this mediation training, I realized that a tree cannot make a forest, and that we all have to collaborate in order to move ahead and to make this training a reality. And of course, without missing words, we realize that as few as we were that were trained, we still had an impact on our various communities and even in the state. It will be recalled that it was during one of our outings that our governor was called in as he for she, and he embraced the idea of the UN Women and Peace. And then he even promised to empower more women economically, which we are still waiting for. Other ways of improving peace and security is by including more women expanding the scope of mediation to all the local governments in the state so that it will trickle down to the grassroots instead of the few of us in the city, because the larger the group, the more effect it will have on the society and the more peaceful our society will be. My greatest achievement about this mediation is even with myself. Yes, because one cannot give what one does not have. I came to realize that I have to be at peace with myself in order for other people to see peace in me. I don't have to go and settle scores outside. So my greatest achievement is the fact that I can still go back and talk to myself whenever anybody uh, hurts me or whenever anything gets me angry, and then I still have the hope of becoming a very good mediator so that I can move from my local government to the state and nationwide. Thank you.